Have you ever had trouble choosing piano music because you weren't sure if it was too easy or too hard for you? Choosing the right music for your level can be surprisingly tricky, especially for adult learners. In this video, I'll show you the differences between 5 different levels of piano music so that you can choose music that matches your skill level and helps you grow as a musician. I'll also play examples from each level of music so that you can hear the differences and get ideas for what to play next. Although I'll be listing some key differences between each level of music, keep in mind this is not an exhaustive list, and it's simply a guideline to help you choose the right music for you. The first level of music we're going to talk about is the primary level, and this comes before grade 1. It actually is sort of a starting point for when you start piano or within your first year or maybe first 2 years of piano study. These books will often show a fixed hand position or a 5-finger hand position. Primary books also use the introduction of groups and patterns. These groups would be things like clusters of 2 or 3 black notes on the piano. The music in these books is sometimes written using diagrams. So this is called pre-staff reading, where the notes are shown on the page without the use of a grand staff. Mostly hands separate playing, although there could be some hands together, and a focus on things like a steady pulse with simple time signatures. You'll notice lots of direction for finger numbers, as well as easy to read intervals such as steps and skips. Sometimes the use of pedal is continuous, meaning that you do not have to change the pedal in coordination with your playing. You'll also see simple articulations introduced, such as legato or smooth notes and staccato or detached notes. The second level of music we're going to talk about is called early elementary. And sometimes elementary piano music is just called elementary, but there are a few different levels within that category. So look for things like hand positions in C, G, or A minor and D minor 5-finger positions. The notes will be written on a grand staff, and although the pieces are usually written in a 5-finger position, the hands can start to move a little bit with the use of guide notes such as middle C, treble G, or bass F. The time signatures used in this level of music are still simple, such as 2/4, 3/4, or 4/4. Although some simple compound time signatures could also be used, such as 6/4. There are more dynamic markings and other expressive markings introduced, such as the use of soft, medium, and loud dynamics, and also the use of crescendos, decrescendos, and ritardandos, or getting gradually louder, gradually softer, and slowing down. There will be a little bit more hands together playing and a few more rhythms introduced, such as 8th notes and some simple syncopations. Players will begin to express the character of each piece, such as sad, happy, solemn, or exciting. Next, we're going to talk about the elementary level of piano, which is about levels 1 to 2. The key signatures included here will include 0 up to 1 flat or even 2 sharps. And the time signatures will expand to include some 6/8 time. You'll see even more independence between the hands, including some simple accompaniment patterns and broken chords. You may also see the introduction of some more diverse rhythms, such as swing 8th notes or dotted rhythms and even a few 16th notes. There will also be the opportunity for more expression, such as adding phrase shaping and musicality to your playing. Overall, you're just more comfortable playing music hands together, and you're getting very used to reading the grand staff and playing a few larger intervals, chords, and moving your hands a little bit around the keyboard. You'll also start to notice the addition of some accidentals, such as flats, sharps, and naturals, and perhaps a few more expressive markings like accents and tenutos. The fourth level of music we're going to talk about is called late elementary. This is usually around levels 3 to 4 piano. And here you'll notice even more time signatures added, such as 9/8, 12/8, and perhaps you'll see key signatures up to 3 flats and sharps. During this level, you'll see the introduction of overlapping pedal, or pedal that changes as you play the piece, and chromatic notes or sharps, flats, and naturals will also be very common. There will often be a wider spacing of the hands and a wider use of the keyboard geography. Your hand and finger independence is really developing during this level, and so is your musicality. You'll be able to really start expressing yourself through the music and start telling a story through your playing. You'll notice a larger range of dynamics along with frequent changes in articulations. You're very comfortable playing hands together, and it's getting easier for you to read through your music without looking down at your hands as often. So we've reached the fifth level of piano called intermediate, which usually spans around grades 5 to 7 piano. In this level of piano, you'll see key signatures up to 4 flats and sharps. You'll also see various time signatures and perhaps even pieces that change time signatures. You'll see key changes or modulations to different keys within your pieces, and you'll be working on an even broader range of dynamics in your playing, from very soft to a refined loud. The technical requirements for this level are even more demanding and include knowledge of scales and arpeggios. The hands will have a larger reach, perhaps approaching an octave. Using the pedal should feel very comfortable and a little bit more automatic. There's really more of a focus on musical expression, bringing to life the composer's intentions and creating a cohesive musical performance. At this level, your musicianship skills are becoming very well-rounded, and you're feeling very comfortable playing the piano and enjoying the variety of styles and genres that you're able to access. Again, these are just common guidelines and examples from each level of music. These are not concrete or set in stone or by any means an exhaustive list. The music I played today is from a series of books that I co-wrote called Voyageur. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description for these books. Have you ever had trouble choosing music that's the right level for you to play on the piano? If you have, I would love to hear about your experience and let me know in the comments below. And if you're an adult playing the piano, looking to boost your skills and confidence without spending hours practicing, check out this video right here. I think you'll love it.